way we work has drastically changed overnight. It's always been hard to schedule a meeting, but now you can't even drop by someone's desk. Getting time with your own team feels challenging as meeting with someone at another company or another continent. It's time for a fundamentally different approach. Undock helps people instantly find time to meet without ever looking at a calendar. It's why we have over 1,800 people on our wait list from companies like Stripe, Uber, LinkedIn, Robinhood, and over 40 VC firms. Like you, they're all tired of the endless back and forth and playing calendar tag. We've been going about this all wrong. I'm Nash, CEO and co-founder of Undock. Welcome to predictive scheduling. Predictive scheduling works like autocomplete. Say you're arranging a meeting in email. As you're typing, Undock usually prefer meeting times instantly. These predictions take into account what we know about you, your availability, your preferences, and your scheduling behavior. We compare this with everyone else on the email. It doesn't matter if they work at another company, or if they're on Microsoft, or you're on Gmail. We even make predictions if the other person doesn't have Undock. It works like magic, and it's always learning to read dates, to read intent. It's even learning to read any calendar page. It'll do the work for you without you ever leaving your inbox. And we do this without giving up privacy or control. This is incredible. With our patent-pending AI, we've cracked the code. It's a breakthrough in tech, methodology, and user experience, and it's working. Our power users create 70% of the meetings with Undock every single day. This is even before the obvious network effects at play. This speaks to the speed and efficiency of Undock. Take Zoe. Arranging meetings with her global team, contractors, and clients used to take days. So she decided to try Undock, and now she schedules in a matter of seconds. Within 1 week, 13 of her coworkers joined, and she continues to make referrals to her network. We provide value, they provide virality, just the beginning. Undock is going to own the calendar and everything around meetings. We've already enabled the collaborative agenda and note-taking capabilities that overlays on any conferencing platform, including ours. So imagine all of your meetings manually curated by predictive scheduling. We charge $10 to $50 per user for our premium scheduling meeting documentation features. The predictive scheduling is free. And we know how to monetize. From our legacy voice and conferencing offerings, we have $230,000 in annual recurring revenue. And I'm excited to announce that we just launched our new meeting platform at undock.com. The timing is right and the opportunity is huge. Companies spend $20 billion a year to have meetings, and it shouldn't surprise you that since COVID, online meetings are up 2,000%. My team and I were already building Undock in office and remote work. I'm a developer and designer who's built multiple telecom businesses, grossing over $25 million in revenue. My co-founder, David, spent 6 years at Zynga and brings their data-driven approach to growth, virality, and performance marketing. Along with our VP of engineering, my college roommate, and 4 other world-class engineers, we built a 10x better meeting experience directly into your workflow. So if you feel stuck fiddling with a bunch of tools to schedule, host, and document a single meeting, we invite you to join us at Undock on our mission to coordinate when work happens. Thank you much. And sign up at undock.com today while the signups are open.
Awesome. Thank you, Nash. That was awesome. We had a little, it was a little choppy, but I was able to hear basically everything. I think everyone was able to get all of the presentation. Oh, my video is off. Sorry. We should be good. Judges, do you have, hopefully all of that was able, you guys were able to get all of that smoothly. you guys have any questions for Nash? And whoever wants to kick it off can start.
So I got a question. So you mentioned you had a wait list of 1,800 folks. Talk to me about your go-to-market strategy and how you're thinking about your growth and getting customers, right? Like, so how do you go about that? What's your plan?
Sure. We're targeting specifically project managers for a couple of reasons. Number one, their scheduling complexity is of the highest, and they meet with people within the company, small teams, meetings, they meet with contractors and external clients, and they also have a bunch of users in their mix. So their scheduling complexity is really difficult, but then that also makes them a natural candidate for increasing virality. So that's where we're starting in that vertical. They don't have a solution that works for them in line and email. They don't have a solution that works in both directions. They don't have a solution that works in groups, and they don't have a solution that works for external parties. So that's why we're starting with them.
Hey, it's SHILA. I have a question. So, Nash, I didn't see any competitors listed in your deck. Did I miss that? Or did it go by really, really quickly?
I threw a little bit of shade in there at the competitors, but yeah, the major differentiation between our platform and the others, at least in the scheduling space, is number one, we are not a scheduling platform. We're a platform than all the existing scheduling platforms. So we are in the business of category creation here. We're making the first vertically integrated meeting solution for scheduling, documentation, and conferencing.
Okay.
And where's that data coming from? I'm guessing that it's plugging into the calendars on at least one person's side. Do both people have to have the technology operational for it to be able to interoperate with both of their calendars, or how? And if not, how exactly are you making that work?
So there's 3 ways it can work. If everyone is on the platform, it works instantly, it works magically, it takes into account everyone's preferences, availability, instantly in line to your calendar, constantly processing it, making decisions about when you would accept a meeting or propose a meeting, and then we present that to you in line in the email. So that's the first scenario. There's a second scenario where the other person doesn't have Undock, and they can either temporarily sync account, some calendar link to book, or the other option is you manage your normal workflow with a person that doesn't have the platform, and we help you and instantly find a person, and you can insert clickable links for them to pick. And we also do some inferences on the background. The model is getting stronger, but we can look at their time zone, so you can set a slot that works. We can look at their previous meeting history with you, and we can also look for network conflicts. So we'll propose meeting times that we know don't work across our entire network.
Sorry, so I think I may have missed it. The preferences for the attendees are all self-submitted?
I didn't hear that part. The preferences and teams are all self.
How do you capture?
His video is breaking up for me. I don't know if that's for everyone else, but I can't hear him. Sorry.
How about now?
I can hear you now.
So, okay, great. How do you capture preferences, and then what if they dynamically change?
We capture preferences on sign up in 2 ways. You answer a quick survey, takes 20 seconds to sign up. You tell us what your blocks are, your times are, and then you can go and set granular settings. But then we also do a historical analysis of your previous history, not just looking for when you've had meetings, but we reverse engineer entry from when calendar started and look at all the decisions you made. And then we look at the decisions you made as you're inserting the times that we propose to you, information algorithm for times as you go along. So you create a profile, you set and all use in the background, machine learning.
Can I ask about retention?
It's kind of early. We were in a very small private beta up until about 3 weeks ago. 14 retention right now is about 67%, which is pretty good. And we just opened up the platform last week, and 600 signups. We're approaching 1,000 users in the platform, and we didn't invite all the people from the wait list just yet. We just kind of temporarily opened it up to get some people in there, and then we have a strategy for those people on the wait list, like the Stripes and the Ubers and whatnot.
So it seems like you have a fairly sizable team. So walk me through, what your MRR looks like versus your burn right now. Or
So
where does it need to get to?
Okay, so for the first 6 months of the year, our burn was only 7,000. We have aggressively started hiring after we were in an accelerator. So after we graduated the accelerator, we had a ton of vendors. We're closing the round in a couple of days here. So that burn is going to change significantly in the next week or so. Increase.
And what's your MRR and where do you plan to be 3 months from now?
Okay, our MRR is currently at 19,000. We're turning on a free platform primarily, and that's where we're focusing on growth there. We are projecting to get to 2 million ARR by the end of next year.
Okay, so you're going to be free. How long do you what's the goal to hit before you turn it from free to paid, and how much of a drop off do you expect with that?
So we're not going to switch it from free to paid. We have premium tiers and premium functionality. So about 70% of the entire stack, so 70% of the scheduling is free. There's power users that need more scheduling functionality and granularity in the settings. We charge for that. There's power users that need better control of their documentation. We charge for that. And also there's data retention and there are usage limits. So let's say you're using the platform and we set a 50 meeting limit per month. You get to 2.5 weeks, you hit that 50-minute limit or 50 meeting limit, you're gonna have to pay $10 per month to continue using Undock. So you can say, I'm gonna go back my manual way, spend hours scheduling, or pay $10 per month.
So that means you're gonna limit the amount of meetings people can schedule to get them to sign on, but your competitors.
It's going to be considerably high. We're looking at the data and we're gonna get to about the 5%, the 5% highest power users to have them convert to the paid plan.
What was the decision to do that versus your competitors who let people be free and for unlimited amount of meetings up until a certain, except for certain functionality?
Yeah, we're definitely still looking at the data before we make that decision on what that number is, but there's a certain inflection. We provide so much value above and beyond what our competitors do, even just from the scheduling standpoint. Like again, we work so fast, we work in your email, we work in groups, we work inbound, we work on mobile, we work everywhere. None of those platforms do that. And a lot of the stuff that they do, we already offer for free. So from a one-to-one perspective, a Calendly or X.AI, when you start to get into their paid tiers, like multiple calendars and all this other stuff, we get that away for free. So we're providing an exceptional amount of value for that. And if you're a person that has 50, 60 meetings per month, you're going to pay $10 and not spend 14, 15 hours. That simply doesn't work for you.
How have your users to date found you?
99.9999% organic, mostly through Twitter and a few through my LinkedIn. We only spent about $300 in paid spend just to figure out what CAC would be. And that's a pretty good number right now. We're still working on what our creative looks like, but our conversion on our landing page are between 30 and 40%, which is incredible for us without doing any iteration on that landing page.
All right.